Hello, good morning. So here I am having my coffee, and I decided this weekend, I've asked myself a lot, how can I help in this period? What can I do? A lot of my clients have booked a lot of sessions with me last week. It was a really crazy week. And everybody has said, Roswitha, you have helped me so much this week to go from being super afraid to finding a silver lining and finding the solutions and the blessings in this situation. So I was like, okay, now is my moment. How can I take this a step further, and how can I offer this help to more and more people who maybe have not heard of me, or maybe they don't know that I'm doing this, or there's so many other things that people don't know about me and my business. So I'm not going to promise to show up every single day because, there are days and days, but I would like to start something that's called Coffee Talks, in which I have my coffee in the morning. My morning is pretty late, so this is normally the hour when I drink my coffee. Hello, Ramona. So I'm gonna have coffee with you, and we're gonna talk about business, about money, and about mindset. So these are the three things that I'm an expert in, and that I can help you and your friends and the people that you know to deal with in this uncertain periods. And all this going on in the social media, we just need a little bit of distancing, and we need to focus on solutions. Good morning. So today is also it's only an introduction, because starting tomorrow I'm hoping to touch on each item that I mentioned in the description individually. So what happened last week was that I work with mostly entrepreneurs or people that want to become entrepreneurs. So they don't know maybe what their business would be about, but they would love to start their own business. And I have people who are architects, so they have not an online business, and I have people who have online businesses. It doesn't matter, the basic principles are the same. And in this situation right now, what business owners need to understand more than ever is they need to be very flexible. They need to understand that if you don't have an online business, and if there's no way that you can move your business online like forever or totally, there's some things you still can do to make money in the next couple of months or the next couple of weeks until we're out of quarantine and we can go and meet our clients face to face. There are ways in every situation. I've had to brainstorm last week like crazy, so I know there are ways for every business. But the business owner needs to be very flexible. You cannot do the same things you used to do. So if you expect to be in this situation and have the same mindset and the same structure and the same behavior like you had 2 weeks ago or a month ago, that's not going to happen. If you want to thrive, if you want to have a business that will turn in profit even in uncertain situations. So first thing, that's the most important, you have to be flexible. The second big thing is you really have to know who's your ideal client and what's the problem that you're solving, or what are the problems. Because most people, when the economy is thriving, you don't need to be very specific about these two things, because everybody's spending money. People don't think about how they will spend their money. They're like, oh, I have money and I'm just gonna spend it, and they're just spending it. And that's awesome. That's why the economy is growing, because people spend a lot of money and money is circulating. So right now, that's what we need. We need more people to circulate money. This is how everybody will thrive, if everybody is still circulating money. But when there is some sort of worldwide problem, our first response is to stop. So we stop, and we stop the flow of money. We don't spend money the same way we used to do. We're just like, maybe I don't need this service, or maybe I can save money here, or maybe I can do this on my own. That's what people think. It's not necessarily what they need, but that's what they are doing to protect themselves. And if you as a business owner are not very specific to why they need to hire you or to buy your product or your service right now, they will have a disservice, because it's not their job to know that your product is what they need. It's your job to make them understand that. And I see this again and again. Business owners, especially small business owners, they're like, I don't want to sell. Like, people will think I'm a bad person. People will think that I just want to, make profit in a period where there's a bad thing going on. And that's not true. People still need services. People still need products. Just because we're in a quarantine worldwide, it doesn't mean we stopped living. It doesn't mean we don't need stuff. We don't need information. We don't need beauty products. We don't need, cooking stuff. We don't need all sorts of like dancing lessons or exercise. We still need those things. It's not like we didn't die. We're still alive. We're still living, and we still need services. But you as a business owner have a big responsibility right now. You need to educate. You need to make people realize why they need you. Because they do. Most of the time, they still do need you. So you need to make them aware of it. Now is the moment to invest more in educating your community, in educating people who are ideal to your services. Not everybody is ideal to your services. And right now, your ideal client might change during this next couple of weeks or months. And that's okay, but you need to do the homework. You need to realize who right now can still afford my services and can still receive value from my services and my products. And, I do this with my clients. We get clear on, okay, who are my ideal clients that I want to target? You can either target them in a free way, like interviews, blogs, videos, calling people, cold calling, writing them messages on Instagram or on Facebook. That's like the free version of it. You can do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, like LinkedIn ads. Like there's no way you need to stop. You still need to advertise. You still need to go out there and tell people what you do, no matter what's going on. But you need to be mindful, and you need to understand who exactly are you targeting. And that's like the best way for you to make profit even now. And probably the most important aspect is your mindset. So what do you believe about the situation going on right now? If you believe that right now people are not going to spend money on your services, if you believe the situation will only get worse, if you think about this every day for a couple of hours and you make scenarios in your mind how your business will not survive, how things are going to go from, bad to worse, and how everything's coming to an end, then no matter what tactic you use and no matter what strategy you're going to use, it's not going to work. Because your mind will influence the result of whatever you're doing. And I can give you examples of how this works scientifically. So mindset in this moment in time is the most important thing we all need. And when I say we, I'm doing the same thing. And I've had a couple of days 2 weeks ago and last week when I was like in a depressed anxiety mode, like, oh my God, what's going on? But I had to pull myself out of that situation and focus on what's going good, focus on strengthening my mind and looking at, okay, what's real and what's just fear talking, and where does this fear come from, and how can we dissolve fear? Because there's so many practices out there, and a lot of coaches know how to dissolve fear. I have a few tactics that I've been using for years that are like, I know them so well that I know they work, but I'm sure there are other people like me that use other tactics and they work too. So we don't have a limited supply of things to help us in, painful period. There's unlimited help in every country, in every business. You just need to focus on it, and you just need to understand that right now this is the most important thing to invest in. It's your mindset, it's your fears, it's your sabotages. So what stops you right now from making profit in your business? What beliefs, hello honey, what beliefs, what things repetitive thoughts go through your mind that stop you from taking action right now? What are you telling yourself? Because it's so important to just be aware of, why am I not doing what I want to be doing? Because I believe that it's not going to matter anyway, because I believe that we're all going to die, or who knows what crazy shit going on in your head. I want you to tell me, you can even email me and let's start a conversation, because I would like, as I said, every other day or as many times as I can to have coffee talks with you and discuss what exactly is going on and how I can help you. And as I mentioned in the description, I created 2 special offers only for April at the moment, if the situation will continue, which I hope it won't, but for right now, this is only for April and this week. So there's 2 offers. One is if you want to have coaching calls with me privately and to discuss about your business, your mindset, your fears, and how exactly you should solve them and you should dissolve them and, brainstorm and find solutions and all that good stuff. I have a 70% discount only for new clients and only for this week and April. That's it. And there's limited availability. Of course, I cannot do this every day for like hours. I have a few hours every day left for this offer. So make sure you book a call with me. It's just a short phone call with me to see exactly what you need from me, to see if I can really help you. So not everybody can just go and buy this service. I always, triage and make sure that I'm really talking to my ideal client. So just go on the link and see if you fit the description. And also the second service that I'm offering is if you need more support. So if you are one of those people that you would like to have, a group, you would like to ask questions like every day if possible, you want to really, really get the most out of my mind and my help, then in April, I'm only talking about money in my mastermind. So I invite you to join. I'm also going to give you bonus another course, what to do based on how you feel. So that's the course I developed last year based on Abraham Hicks teachings, which they're awesome. But I noticed that a lot of people don't integrate their teachings in their day-to-day life because they find it too complicated. So I've spent months on creating that resource to have a very simple way of knowing, hey, I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm going to go into this. There's an app, you go into the anxiety, emotion, and there you have a couple of things you can do at that moment to change how you feel. So you go from anxiety to something better. Of course, you're not going to jump from anxiety to feeling super happy. That's not how it works. We work in stages. I will read that comment in a second. So we work in stages. Our emotions that don't go from super bad to super happy unless we're bipolar, but that's another story. We usually go from one stage at a time, and we have like 18 stages or something. So that course, that's going to help you, and you're going to have access to it for 1 month just to, get help right now when you need it the most, because maybe later on you won't need this help, but right now you probably need it the most. And then besides that, I'm also having a 30-minute call with you privately to just see, okay, what is going on in your head, like really talk about that mindset things that I mentioned before. And in the mastermind, when I say we focus on money, there are 3 biggest things that we do. We focus on how to pay debt faster. So that is not a bad thing. I see a lot of people who are afraid of getting into debt, because especially for business, because they're like, oh my God, I cannot own money, have people, sorry, I was thinking about something else. I cannot be in debt to somebody or to a bank, or like, that's bad. That says bad things about me, that I'm not responsible with my money. Those are just beliefs. Yes, you can have bad debt, like buying 5 pairs of shoes when you only need 1, and you use your credit card for it and you don't pay it off at the end of the month. Yes, that might be bad debt, and we can talk about that and why you did that. Like, have compassion for yourself. Hey, I did that because I was in an emotional state. Let's understand that emotional state. Let's find solutions for next time when you get in that emotional state, because you will. Like, shit happens all the time. It's not just now, it's going to happen in the future too. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to see that as your resource and why right now you might be able to access certain funds, and how to calculate how you need to pay it off and all those things. We're also going to talk about mindset and how we can allow abundance to come into our life. And I'm not going to go super woo-woo on you, but we will discuss how we create our own reality. And if you focus on lack, you will create more lack. So when you, open your bills or your online statement and you see that, oh my God, I don't have money and I need to pay this, and you focus on that every other day, then of course you're not allowing more money to come into your life, because what we focus on, we create more of that energy. But when you find ways to shift that and to look at all the money that you already have and all the blessings and actually count all your blessings, then things shift. And I have a lot of exercises to help with that. It's not just talk. We actually put things into practice. And what else? We do also have a guided meditation. There's an awesome meditation that I created last year, how to feel abundant, and you can do it by yourself alone, or you can do it with me live. I will do it live a couple of times. And I'm also sharing exactly what I do, like my routine of staying into alignment and into a really, really, let's say, allowing state of being, so solutions and opportunities and clients and money can come my way. Because when you lift yourself to a vibration of, because everything is frequency, and I've written a very awesome article about it, and I suggest you read it if you go on my website, roswithaherman.com is the last article. I explain how every single thing, like this mug, this flower, everything has a special frequency, a special vibration, how atoms are interacting with each other. So every single thing has a different frequency. And if you can tap into the same frequency of abundance, of opportunity, of feeling safe, then of course that those, you kind of attract those things. And I go into that article, I go into really specific of how it works scientifically. So I suggest you read that so you understand what I'm talking. It's not just, oh, I woke up and I had this idea. I did so much research on that article. I researched, physics papers. I researched quantum physics, things I never learned in school. I had to research, and I couldn't understand at first because they use such hard language that I'm like, what does that mean? So I had to do a lot of digging to explain the hard sciencey language into an English normal language that everybody can understand and can apply into their life. So that was me. I haven't finished my coffee because I was talking too much, but tomorrow hopefully I'll show up live kind of at the same hour depending on when I wake up and when I'm ready, and talk about the first thing on this list. We're going to talk about clarity. So see you tomorrow. If you love this, if you want to work with me, or if you know anybody who will need my services that I'm having for April, please share this. I will be grateful. I'll be very grateful for you doing that. And I'm getting ready to check some homeworks from my awesome clients who are in my business course, because then I will have to show up live to coach them too. So have an amazing Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, eat good food, get rest, and don't forget about your mind. Feed your mind good information and you will have a thriving mind. Bye.